it'd be fair to say that arguably the worst last 18 months in your boxing career.
Yeah, sort of say. Obviously, it's been difficult. Failed my brain scan, and I didn't know obviously where my career was going, and what was specifically happening. So yeah, it's been difficult, and I've just had to keep my head on straight. It's basically as simple as that, keeping my head on straight.
We say it's that simple, but it can't be, because you had no idea that you perhaps might never ever box again, and yet I've been down here on numerous occasions following Scott and Mark and Matty, and you know, you've still been training in the background, and when I've come down here today, you look like the best shape I've ever seen you in.
Yeah, it's just changing mindset. I've got older, not only that, you know,
and wiser.
Yeah. I've got a different thought process now. At a time I was a very negative person, and always in the bad in things, so you know that could have happened. I'd gone off the rail. I thought, oh, that's my career done. What is the point of me doing it? I make no money from this sport, I lose it. So some people just need an excuse, you know what I mean? They need an excuse to give up, or you know, that's what we're looking for. I've had several excuses to give up in this sport, and every time I've just rid it out. At a time, I'd have seen it really negative and probably gone off the rails a little bit. Whereas now I have things in my life, and I'm very conscious of the way I think now, and the way that I deal with things. Everybody's different, but I can deal with them, and I can become like really within myself, and I can lose friendships, I can lose relationships. I end up really like separating myself from the world when I'm down. So I'm really, really conscious of that now, and all I need sometimes is an excuse, and it's like a little seed, and it grows in your head, and I make something to something it completely isn't.
So you press a little inside self-destruct button.
But without even realising, I don't even know I'm doing it. So it's only been recently in hindsight that I've been able to look back and go, God, that time when that happened, and then.
Do you think coming here has been a major?
Big difference, huge difference.
Have you been about 2.5 years now?
Yeah, I've been here 2.5 years, and you know, you just get people that you gel with. Mick and Dave are two completely different personalities. Yeah. But you put them together and in boxing.
Yin and yang.
And you know, you go to one and one has a different opinion, and they talk to each other, and they kind of find each other in the middle. And I think that it's really good.
Like you say, yin and yang, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
I do. Like I said, they've not just done it with you, but they've done it with Matty. They did it with Matty Haskins. They did it with Jack Arnfield, and hopefully that's going to happen with you now, and you achieve what potentially. When I first come on the scene doing this, I bumped into you. I think you were fighting under Hattons at Blackpool, and you were tipped for massive things. And then since that night, really, your career has just been absolute. If it wasn't for bad luck, you'd have no luck, would you?
Exactly, yeah.
So do you feel this is the time now?
I feel everything happens for a reason, and there's no point looking at it and going, oh, if that hadn't have happened, I could have done this, I could have done that. It's happened, and I'm at the situation that I'm at now. I've just got to realise where I'm at, and I've got to use it. So it's just experience. Yeah. Whether, you know, let's look at the bigger picture. And unfortunately, I think a lot of boxers and sports professionals in general I am totally obsessed with boxing. It takes over my life. And I think to be a good athlete, you have to be obsessed. But it's finding the right balance. And when you become obsessed with an object, which is boxing, and all of a sudden it gets taken away from you, that's when you go in self-destruct mode, and that's when you're looking for something, that object, and that something that you can't have anymore, and you're constantly searching for it, and you're trying to, it's something that I do, try and search for answers. But when there isn't any answers, you're not going to find it, and it's a downward spiral. You know, and that's something.
So that's what I'm saying. So you've managed to keep yourself focused. In probably the darkest time that you're ever going to have in boxing.
And if anything, I'm proud of myself for what I've done.
Rightly so, mate. Rightly so.
And in later life, it'll serve me well, because if it's not in the boxing gym, it'll be somewhere else. I do talks for a charity called State of Mind, and it's about like depression in sports, professionals, specifically rugby. But they drafted me in because I've got a different perspective, and I speak differently to people, and I think sometimes people are a bit surprised. Well, because I'm a boxer, we all get labelled as a bit daft. Well, in theory we should be, because we get punched for a living. but I seem to come across well. I talk to people like they want to be spoken to, and not only that, the way I've dealt with things and the way I now view it is what I can.
Well, that's
give
what
to
I love
people.
about, you know, boxers who become champions have a very positive outlook.
Yeah.
And when you're in the right fighting mind, obviously that's showing now. And like I say, since I've been coming down here, I think your last fight was that Reece Macmillan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you stop him in the fourth round. So it's going to be about 18 months since that fight.
Yeah.
You've got a date March the 2nd, is
March
it?
the 2nd, yeah.
Where's that at?
That's at Bolton, at the Reebok Stadium.
Yeah,
it's
the University of Bolton.
Yeah, that's it. I know, I had the
White
Tuesday
Hotel.
at the time. Yeah. So yeah, I'm there. So we're looking to get back in, and then preferably we're back out 2 weeks later.
All right.
Yeah, and then obviously.
You're going to give it a real good push, then, are you?
Well, that's why I'm doing it. Honestly, if I weren't giving it a push, I lose that much money in boxing that there's no point in being here.
But
I could get
you're a long time retired, aren't you? So if you quit and live with regrets for the rest of your life.
Why do I want to be 40? I wish. Because listen, I come across people every single day and they say, "Oh, I just wish I'd have stuck at it." Whether it be boxing, whether it be anything
Looking at
else.
one here.
Exactly. But do you know what I mean? And it's great in hindsight, and it's great. And I'm sure, you know what? When I'm 40 odd or something, I'll still have regrets. But as long as I give it me all, what does it matter? I've done it and I can be happy. And I'm proud of what I've done. I remember I saw someone yesterday. I never thought I'd be a professional boxer. I've been an amateur.
How old were you when you started boxing?
11.
Well, why would you not think
I just
that?
never. Do you know what? I was talking to Dave yesterday. I was like, I used to put pros on like a pedestal, and they were amazing to me. Professional boxers were amazing, and I never thought that I would ever get to that
gods,
stage.
weren't they?
Yeah, you know what I mean. And I'd see a pro, doesn't matter if they'd lost hundreds. I'd be like, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Want to step through the gym? I live in Kirkham. You know, it's a small place. It's a small town. You know, if I ever seen yeah, exactly. And if I ever seen a pro or anything like that, I was amazed. So yeah, professional boxers were, and I never ever imagined. And I'm 20 fights professional. Do you know what I mean? I'm proud of what I've done, and I always will be. But I believe with my talent level, I was always told that I'll do better, and I won't be happy till I got there. So I just got to put the work in. It's as simple. I know my talent's there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you've literally just got to tear it out of you, and I'm willing to do that.
Yeah, well, to keep on persevering from what you've been through, mate, I take me off to you. And
the boxing's the easy bit, getting punched in the nose is the easy bit.
Well, that's what my mate said, Luke Willis. He said, boxing's easy, it's life that's hard.
Yeah,
and I think, like I say, what you've gone through to get where you are now, I'm sure you'll achieve what you want, mate. Because,
in one way or another.
And that starts March the 2nd.
Yeah, of course it does.
Alright, kiddo. Well, listen, good luck for then, and hopefully I'll be chatting to you, and when you do, you'll have win number 19, mate.
Yeah, 100%.
Take care.
Alright, cheers.
Bye.
Thank you, bye.